Man, listen. Man, listen. I could have waited till whatever time it said it was going to be on. Anybody got time for that? Bulls got this dub, baby. Bulls got this dub, baby. This is a big dub. You lost 2 dogs tonight. You lost 2 of your dogs tonight. And you still came away with this dub. What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. You already know what to do. If y'all tune in and rock with me, man, hit that like button. Subscribe to the page, man, because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. You already know that we call in every Bulls game live weekly. We got another Bulls dub in the building. We won New York this week, man. Bing bong. Stop playing with these boys, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, man. This is how you put your name on the map. This is how you put your name on the map. This is what you got to do to go out there and put your name on the map versus one of the best stacked teams in the NBA. And you did it defensively while missing a lot of your talent. That's the biggest part of this, right? That's the biggest part of this. You came into this game missing one of your best defenders in Javonte Green. You left this game missing another one of your best defenders in Alex Caruso. But what did we see? Did we see the Bulls outscore him in this game? Did we see him outshoot him? Yeah, I'm saying, did we see him outshoot him? We didn't see him outshoot him. We saw the Bulls come out and play stellar defense the rest of the way to get the job done. That's what I'm talking about here. That's how you win New York. Bing bong. Stop playing with my team. Stop playing with C-Red, boy. Stop playing with C-Red. And y'all already know, man, I want to hear from y'all, man. I want to hear from y'all. Listen, I'm going to sit here and rant and rave all night. Y'all already know what I'm going to do. But I want to hear from y'all, man. Call into the show, 855-908-5668. The Contender phone lines are open. The Contender where you can hear nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. Let me run down some of these numbers for y'all. And I'm going to be real with you. Like, if I'm being honest, right? If you look at this game, you're saying that there's no way the Chicago Bulls came out of this game with a dub. If you look at this game, I mean, listen, they did shoot it well, right? Shot at 48%. Brooklyn shot at 41%. You both shot 32% from the three-point line. Free throws, the Bulls shot 70%. They went 19 for 27. 19 for 27, y'all. I broke my chair freaking out over this game. They went 19 for 27. They were getting out-rebounded monsterfully the entire game. It ends up finishing 55 to 47. Offensive rebounds got outboarded 15 to 7. Out-assisted 28 to 22. More steals for them, 8 to 4. More Bulls did end up getting more blocks. Bulls did close that gap. That's a big play right there. Second chance points got dominated 23 to 4. Fast break points. Bulls end up winning that one 13 to 12. Points off of turnovers. Bulls didn't get that. Oh, by the way, turnovers. Bulls turned the ball over 9 times. They turned the ball over 5 times. If you look at these stats, you don't think you're coming out of this game with a dub. But it's about heart. In that second half, you saw what kind of heart the Bulls showed. And I'm going to be real with you. That third quarter, what'd they get down, 12 early? What'd they get down, 12 early? What'd you see Billy do? Timeout. First thing you saw him do, timeout. Let's get it together. Let's figure it out. We got to switch some things up. You see Tony Bradley come into the game to help with your rebounding, help with your defense, even got a little bit involved offensively. You see they tried to listen. I can't say they haven't tried to get Alize Johnson going. They've tried. It ain't working. It ain't working. Big threes, big shots. That's how they finished it. But what I saw in that fourth and third quarter was all of a sudden the defensive switched on. The best adjustment, by the way, adjustments Adjustments. Oh, I love adjustments. Adjustments by Billy Donovan. To not only put Troy Brown or Tony Bradley in to say, hey, listen, we're struggling on the defense, on the rebounding ship. We need a little bit more from that. But you also saw Lonzo Ball start playing full court press on James Harden. Pretty much the entire second half. What did it do? Disrupted what James wanted to do. He was attacking him. Billy realized that somebody had to set a defensive tone when you lose Alex Caruso. Now, you do lose Alex Caruso. You lost him to a hamstring injury. Hopefully, that's not something that's going to linger. I'm sure they don't know yet. But I love what we saw in that second. I'm going to be honest with you. I love what we saw this whole game. I can't say the second half. This entire game, the first half, Brooklyn was just knocking that mug down. The first half, Brooklyn was absolutely just knocking that mug down. 110%. They were literally coming out, knocked it down, knocked down shot. And it was great defense by the Bulls, and they were still knocking down those shots. But guess what? When you continuously play great defense, what happens? Eventually, those shots might not fall. If they fall all night, if those shots had fell all night, I would not have tripped. Like, honestly, Bulls fans, everybody in the chat, hit that like button if you haven't done so. If those shots had fallen and the Bulls end up losing this game, are you upset tonight? Are you upset? Like, that's Kevin Durant. It's James Harden. I get Harden's playing down, but it's James Harden. Like, if they make those shots and you've got a hand in their face the entire time, I'm not tripping. Over 100 in the chat. 100. Shout out to Samurai J for the super chat. Said king of the fourth. King of the fourth. DeMar is the king of the fourth. DeMar is amazing. Let's get it going, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We're going to go out to the contender phone lines here, man. We got Shay calling in again. P1 to the show. Shay, what's good?
You see those Bulls in your front yard? You see those Bulls in your front yard?
Bing bong.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hey, we did a good job. We did a good job on them. This is how I want us to be winning against these good teams.
Yeah.
I feel like now we have established ourselves as a serious problem. But on one note, we definitely need to do something about that big man, about that power forward position. Not necessarily the backup center position, but we need to do something about that power forward. That power forward position.
Yeah.
Now, look, I'm not saying. Now, I don't think we need to trade nobody. A buyout maybe, but I think a guy like Harrison Barnes could help. But back to the game, man. Yeah. Hey, Ayo needs to get some considerations for first rookie or second rookie or something, because he's come through in the clutches. I mean, you could say other rookies have played better than him, but at the end of the day, man,
yeah,
he's came through in the clutches. How many rookies can say they came through in the clutches though this season?
Man,
Not
listen,
many.
and I love it, and I always appreciate you for tuning in, Shay, and rocking with us, man.
Always.
Big love, bro. Big love. I love it because he took up the challenge against Thomas. Thomas coming in a heck of a scorer. Thomas putting up buckets. He got it going over DeMar. He got to go. You know what I'm saying? He got it going over a few people there. Ayo said, nah, rookie to rookie, nah, he's my challenge. I'm taking on that challenge. And I'm going to be real with you. Listen. I'm the dude that always says you give people time to turn into the player that they're supposed to be. But when you saw before and after Ayo Dosunmu make play after play after play, before he was getting those minutes, after he was getting those minutes from when Kobe White came back, Kobe White does not get those minutes back. Kobe White does not get those minutes back. I don't know where you find minutes for him. If you're going to find minutes for him, he does not get those minutes back. You do not bench somebody. You do not relegate somebody to 5-6 minutes that is coming out and giving you that. You let him continue to develop. He does not get those minutes back. Let's go back out to the phones, man. And I do want to say this. Listen, I love everybody that calls in, that tunes in, all of that. Let's keep it respectful on the phone lines. You know what I'm saying? Keep it. I'll say PG-13. Act like you're calling into a radio show. I know it's not a radio show, but y'all know what y'all can and can't say on the line, man. So let's keep it PG-13. Yeah. Yo, PG-13 got some limits now. Let's keep going to the phones, man. Let's go out to Jeff Mack. What's good?
Yo, what's up, Pat?
Man,
Jeff here.
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? How you feel about that dub?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. When I heard Caruso was out of the game, I was so scared.
Yeah.
But then after seeing Ayo step up to the pedestal like that,
yep,
bro, like, he got it, bro. That man is a dog, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And DeMar, he needs to be MVP. I don't care what anybody says.
Ooh.
After doing that to KD, to James Harden, and then how Lonzo is containing James, I was like, oh my God, like, this is the team that I've always wanted. After D Rose, of course, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One, if I have to give one critique, it's that they were caught sleeping like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a terrific game. Like, I couldn't be more happy with a win like this. You know, we swept LA. Now we swept New York. Let's go to Denver and get another dub.
You swept some of the biggest cities in the league, my boy. I love it. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate you for always tuning in and showing love, man.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Have a great night.
Man. Peace. Listen, I love it. Like he said, you swept LA, you swept New York. Listen, these boys are serious. And they're proving it night in and night out. Listen, let me run you down some numbers here as we're going to take some more calls. Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all for calling in. Nikola Vucevic had a tough night, right? Had a tough night. Really a tough matchup for him. Only had 5 boards, 11 points, 2 assists. 5 of 13 shooting, 1 for 3. That's the one dude that you like, all right, I would have wanted to see a little bit more out of you. But outside of that, DeMar DeRozan, 29 points, 6 rebounds, big fourth quarter points at that. 13 for 24, 2 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Zach LaVine, 31, 8 and 6, 9 for 20, 2 for 9 from the three-point line, but he hit some big shots at the end of that game to give you a little bit of a boost, move you in the right direction. And of course, Lonzo Ball, 8, 9, and 7. Now he only shot at 3 for 10. And this is the thing, right? You had off shooting nights from most of your players. This is what I'm saying, right? Defensively, you've got to do it. If you get it done defensively, you can have those off shooting nights. Look at this. LaMarcus Aldridge had a good game. 20 for 17, 20.7 rebounds, 10 for 17. He was 0 for 3 or 0 for 2 from the three-point line. Kevin Durant, 28 points. He's Kevin Durant. He's going to get 28 in his sleep. 10 rebounds, 4 assists, but he did that on 12 of 26 shooting. You held him to under 50% shooting. He's 2 for 6 from the three-point line. That's Kevin Durant. That is a win for Derrick Jones Jr., who had to guard him the entire night. Patty Mills, somebody that went off the other night. He only had 12 points, 5 for 10, 2 for 5. James Harden, he had 14 points, 5 for 21. Lonzo Ball, have yourself a day, my good sir. 1 for 5 from the three-point line. Bruce Brown, who absolutely was getting active out there. I ain't going to lie to you. Especially on the boards and on defense, I like Bruce Brown. But 4 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. You really didn't have anybody. And then Paul Millsap, 13.7 rebounds, 2 assists on 6 of 11 shooting. But they didn't have anybody that was like, oh my God, I can't slow this down. They didn't have anybody that it was like, oh my God, I don't know how we're going to stop this. Over 200 in the chat. 200. Got to do it smooth. I can't short y'all on the 200. Let's go back out to this phone lines, man. Going out to the 980. What's good?
What's up, Pat?
Devo in the building. Keep it clean, Devo.
Man, let me apologize to you straight up, brother. That was my fault. Hey, that was an accident, man. I was just passionate that night. Didn't catch myself.
I feel you.
You know, I'm an older guy. You know, so I kind of a lot of stuff is politically correct when you talk these days, and I just didn't catch myself soon enough. But that's my bad, bro.
I feel you.
You ain't got to worry about that no more with me.
That's all good. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. But hey, let's get to it, man. What you think about these Bulls, man?
Yeah, man.
What you think about this game?
Man, this is what I love about this team. I criticize Billy D sometimes on his rotations and the minutes, how he distributed them. But man, it was genius to throw Derrick Jones Jr. on KD like that. And I don't get to see the game. I'm only going by what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And I watch the stats on ESPN, of course, but I'm mostly going by what you're telling me and just listening to how Zoe stayed on top of Harden and man, this is a great win, man. No Alex, and I love Alex as much as the next person, but we got to see firsthand that Lonzo holds it down too on that defensive end, man.
Yeah.
Hey, when this is another reason why I feel like we shouldn't make no drastic moves on going out to get a power forward. P. Will hasn't even played this season, really. You know what I'm saying? We got a power forward, you know, who gives us everything we need on defense, and the dude can shoot threes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're deep. We are deep, man. I love this team, man. I love the squad.
You want to get deeper, though. You do want to get deeper. You want to ensure that you're set at that power forward position going into the playoffs.
Look, okay, but we just had Derrick Jones Jr. pretty much stay on KD. He got a lot more minutes this game, and he showed that he can guard KD. P. Will hasn't played at all. I think we're deep. I think Billy D is still learning his roster.
Yeah.
You know, because Troy Brown, look, we had to throw Troy Brown Jr. in there, right? Look at what he did. He did pretty good. You know, Ayo.
Yeah.
Honestly, we could play without Kobe, to be honest with you. And I like Kobe. Don't get me wrong. I like Kobe. But, hey, man, from what I'm seeing, we're deep. I don't think we need to go out. And if we get another big that can rebound or shoot threes, I got it. You know, I'm cool with it. But I don't think we need nobody else, man. We still learn. Bradley even got some burn this game. You know, hey, we deep, man.
Yeah,
people got to pay attention to the Bulls.
Absolutely.
But I ain't going to hold up your line, man. I wanted to really apologize to you straight up.
I appreciate the love, D-Boy. I appreciate you for coming on and apologizing, man. You know we love you here in the chat. We love you here on the line, man. So we want to make sure we can keep you on the line.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, man.
Stay safe out there, D-Bo.
All right, Peter.
Nah, man. I mean, listen, great points. Great points. He came in and you're talking about guys that what were the Thibodeau Bulls that we love, right? What were the Tom Thibodeau Bulls that we love great at? Next man up. Next man up. That's what we saw tonight. We saw those boys next man up. Kobe White's down, P. Will's down, Javonte Green's down, Alex Caruso goes down. And what did they do? Did they lean on the offensive guys to score? Yeah, they did a little bit. Zach LaVine got off. DeMar DeRozan did what he's supposed to do, but guess what? Guess what? You still stepped up defensively. You still stepped in where defensively everybody's like, no, you shouldn't. You're not going to be able to beat this thing. You're not going to be. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go get one of those guys, I'm fine with that. But you go get one of those guys after a buyout. You're not in desperate need of one of those guys. You're not struggling for one of those guys right now. If you get a buyout, that's great. Go get a buyout guy. Shout out, big love for the super chat here, man. Chef C, Chief C, my bad. The Bulls didn't play their best offensive game and we're missing 3 players, but still found a way to win. That's the sign of a really good team. Absolutely. And listen, don't get it twisted. You beat the best team in the Eastern Conference. You're now the second best team in the Eastern Conference because you beat the best team in the Eastern Conference. And at moments in the game, you beat them at their own game. James Harden wanted to get them ticky-tack fouls at the bucket. DeMar DeRozan went the other way and got them. You're now up 2-0 on the Brooklyn Nets. You're not desperate for anything right now. You're beating the best teams in the league. I know that we've had some games where we're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. How did we lose to Indiana? How did we lose to Houston? How did we lose? We're beating the best teams in the NBA. I don't care if we lose to them mugs. Like, yeah, it sucks for that day. But not only did you come out and beat them, but let's be real, you played great defense on them the entire game until they finally started missing shots and you took advantage of it. This is how it breaks down. Let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you real quick, right? Nets got off to a hot start, 34-28. After that, Bulls outscore them 24-22. After that, Bulls outscore them 27-26. After that, Bulls outscore them in the fourth quarter 32-25. They scored 34 points and never even touched 30 again. That's how you beat these teams defensively. I know that it's the let's put it up, shoot the three, get the offense going, put up a ton of threes. I get that. But guess what? At the end of the day, you still got to play defense. We saw the Miami Heat get to an entire NBA Finals off of defense. You go a long way with defense, and then guess what? When we need the offense, you got 2 of the top 3 fourth quarter scorers on your team. We're good. See, Red Nation, we're good. Let's go back to these phone lines, man. I'm loving this. Going out to the 563, man. What's going on?
Woo, man.
I
first
feel
things
that.
first, I just want to say, as usual, we own New York, as usual.
Oh, yeah.
Own New York since the 90s. And also, best one of the season. Best one of the season. If you look at the circumstances, several guys down.
Yeah.
We played pretty meh in the first 3 quarters, came alive in the fourth, and we just beat Brooklyn in their own game.
Yeah.
That's what great teams do. Brooklyn, in my opinion, James Harden looking like a 40-year-old fat boy playing at the Y out there. And James Harden, I'm sorry, he's garbage. And Kevin Durant,
he got a whole season to get it right. He's got a whole season to get it right. Everybody that's trashing him now, the playoffs could come and that man could take off. He's got a whole season to get it right.
Okay, you believe in James Hardhead, man, but yeah, and I also just want to say though, is that what makes this team scary is that if you're an opposing defense, is that because I know if they tried to double, and by the way, DeMar DeRozan, MVP consideration.
Oh, yeah.
MVP consideration.
Oh,
he has to be in that conversation. May not win it because Steph, is terrorizing the league right now.
Yeah.
But he's got to be in that conversation.
Yeah.
And also Lonzo or Caruso candidates for Defensive Player of the Year, obviously. But as an opposing defense, what makes this team scary is that because they try to double DeMar, they try to double Zach.
Yeah.
You have to pick your poison. You have to pick your poison because if you double, you're leaving one open.
Yep.
And I think what defense are trying to do, they're deciding to leave. If they're going to leave anybody open, they're leaving Lonzo open.
And Lonzo's shooting at 44%.
Yes, so that's what makes this team very scary. You have to pick your poison with this team.
Yeah.
That's going to make this team really tough to defend later on down the line. Still some glaring holes. We're gonna have to address the big man situation, of course. But yes, this was a very, very solid win. And yes, I'm really proud of this team. Considering the circumstances, considering everything that happened tonight, with Green, Caruso, really, really proud of this team win, man. Really proud of this team tonight.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with us as always, my boy. Big love out there to you, my guy. Stay safe out there, all right?
You too.
Let's go out to the 404. Let's keep the calls coming in. Big love to everybody who's called into the show, man. We're going out to the 404. What's good?
What's going on, Pat? This is Chew.
Oh, Chew is in the building. You in the truck?
You know it, baby. Headed to the house right now.
Hey, stay safe out there trucking, my boy. What's your thoughts on this Bulls game, man?
Always. I'm gonna piggyback on something you said earlier.
Let's do it.
Couple of things. I knew the team was going to be good last year when Kevin Durant made the comment about he could see that the team was building.
Yeah.
That's a big statement from a superstar because when you bring on Acme and he says that, that means something. Then the other night, after the game against the Knicks, he knew we were coming in and he made the comment that we would be ready.
Yeah.
That's what makes this the biggest win of the season so far, because they knew what we did in Chicago, and they wanted some get back, and we stepped up to the plate. So that's big right there. Now, to piggyback off what you were talking about earlier, I got a couple of names on the buyout.
Let's do it.
That I think will be perfect and allow us to continue to develop around the team. Tristan Thompson, Jeff Green, Jermichael Green from Denver. I like Thompson because you bring in championship experience and you'll know your role immediately. All I need you to do is play defense rebound. I believe Pete Will's going to be back sooner than later. So let's just cover that. Jeff Green, Jermichael Green, they already fit what we already do. I don't need you to score, but I need you to fill the role of being able to move the ball, make a three, make a play if need be.
Yeah.
But that Tristan Thompson, I like that because Sacramento is a dumpster fire and they're going to get off of some of them players. And if we can get him, because I do believe in the offseason, we're going to be able to make another big move. So let's just keep the train rolling. I don't want to disrupt nothing by trading nobody. I don't want to give up no assets.
Right.
I want you to come to me for free. If I'm going to give up assets, then let's do that around draft time where I can really get another big asset.
Yeah.
A really big piece.
Yeah.
That's what I would want to do. Let's see what we can do. But this is the biggest win of the season because Durant, they wanted some get back. Ain't no get back here. Ain't no get back here. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
No get back.
Bing bong.
So this is the biggest win of the season right here.
Yeah.
Like all the other callers were saying, circumstances, but the fact that they had the bullseye for this game to say in post game the other night, we want to see them. We remember what happened when we got blowed out.
Yeah.
For us to come in and step up the way that we did, Ayo, big game, big game, big game.
Absolutely,
keep that going right there. Billy D, keep it going. And I like Tony Bradley being ready.
For
he
sure.
Hadn't played in a couple of games, was kind of in the doghouse, but when his number was called tonight, he stepped up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Bulls have had some big name or big guys step up, guys you didn't expect step up. Chew, we appreciate you for calling in, man. Stay safe out there on them roads, all right, my boy?
Yeah, salute to the chat. Salute to you, Pat. You guys have a good night.
You too, my boy. You too. Hey, listen.
C-Red.
C-Red, man. C-Red Nation is in the building. We hyped tonight, ain't we, C-Red Nation? We hyped tonight, man. If y'all want to call into the show, man, call in 855-908-5668. Here's the big thing, right? Here's the thing you got to look at. We're beating teams because we have a better IQ. You don't give up IQ. You don't give up guys that understand where to be on the floor. Especially when you have low assets already and when you know there's going to be some buyouts at a position that you need. You keep going in that situation. You keep trucking. Yes, it might be tough going through and watching us get our rebound like we did tonight. We got dominated on the boards continuously. Second chance opportunities continuously. Till kind of that fourth quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, end of third, going into the fourth, the Bulls kind of started getting back on the right side of the rebounding battle there. But other than that, you got dominated. And so to me, the biggest thing that the Bulls can do, it's going to be a struggle, but you hold on to those guys. You hold on to those guys, and you see if you can go get some of those buyouts. You see if you can go get some of those buyouts. There might be some big name buyouts there. Thad Young might even be getting bought out because his numbers are low. Maybe you can get Thaddeus Johnson back in the building. But you know what I'm saying? Look at what you did tonight. Look at when a good rotation got in there, when your bench got going, look at what you did tonight. 26 points off of the bench. Ayo gave you some big impact, not only offensively, but defensively. That kid ain't scared. Kobe White does not get his numbers back or his minutes back. You keep going with what you have. You keep going, moving in the direction with everything that you have right now. And yes, there's going to be some of those games that you struggle. Yes, there's going to be some of those games that you're not able to come out on the winning side of because of that rebound battle. But when you get down to that final stretch, how many teams are going to have what the Pacers have? The Pacers are the team we match up worst against. How many teams are gonna have what the Pacers have? Two big men that can dominate you. We talking about the Lakers, who, if we're talking about playoff time, I'm only worried about them if we get to the NBA Finals. Maybe Portland. Portland kind of did some good things with you with their big men. But I doubt they'll get to the NBA Finals. And Indiana, who probably isn't getting into the playoffs. At least at this point, how it looks. They look like they're struggling a lot. Hopefully they turn it back on, but at least at this point, don't look like they're going to be doing too well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about that guy that, we got to get somebody that's going to be big. So those games where you play Giannis, you got to get some guy that's going to be big in those games where you play Embiid. Who y'all want? Because we haven't seen anybody be able to stop those dudes in the NBA. You find me the dude that can stop them, I'll give him the bag. And the one guy you think you had on your team that would have been able to contain those guys is hurt. And he's supposed to be back for the playoffs. It's going to be interesting. Let's go back out to the phone lines, man. We'd love to have y'all call into the show, man. 855-908-5668. The Contender phone lines are open. 855-908-5668. Going out to the 708 here, man. What's going on, man?
What's good, bro?
How you feeling?
I'm all good, bro. Nah, bro. I was just calling, man, bro. We played a good ass. Can I curse on here? Nah, bro.
Keep it PG-13.
All right, bet. I got you. Well, yeah, bro. We played a good game, bro. I was just saying, like, I was gonna ask you about Kobe White.
Yeah.
So when he come back, bro, and Ayo playing how he's playing, I was just saying, like, what you think we should do with Kobe White for real? Because he be taking some stupid shots to me, bro.
He don't get his
like
minutes
when
back.
he come in. I'm talking about Kobe White.
Yeah.
Like when he come in, bro, like I just feel like he don't fit with the offense, like, you know. But Ayo, he play his role, bro. I be feeling like we need a player like that instead of Kobe White.
Yeah.
Cause like when he off, bro, he still take dumb shots to me, and I don't be like, and he really don't play no defense like how Ayo plays.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
So
I'm with you.
I was trying to get your opinion. Like what we should do with Kobe White. Cause I don't know. I think Ayo should take his spot.
100%, bro. I mean, if to me, like, and I appreciate you for calling in. Appreciate you for tuning into the show, bro. Stay safe out there, all right, man?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
I don't think he gets his minutes back. Now, he has no value for you, unfortunately, unless some other team really just wants to take a chance on fixing what has been the problem here. But, and it's not a shot at Kobe at all, really. It's not a shot to me. Y'all know me. I say wait on your draft picks, especially when somebody as high as Kobe gets drafted, right? When what was he taking? 7th? You wait on your draft picks. You see if those guys can be something, right? Because right now, Kobe White has no value for you. But when you see something that is something, you don't give up on that. You don't give up on that. It's not a shot at Kobe White at all. It's that Ayo Dosunmu is playing so well, I can't take him off of the bench. Or I can't bench him and take Kobe for his spot to me. And it's not Ayo playing great in the moment. We've seen Ayo do this. We saw Ayo do this before Kobe came back. And they gave Kobe those minutes. And now we've seen Ayo do this standing in Alex Caruso. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those people, listen, it takes time. Sometimes it takes time to become good in this league. Nobody saw Jamal Murray coming. Yeah, I'm saying he was a nice player. He wasn't snapping off like he did. He was nice. He was up and down, but nobody saw him snapping off like he did. There's some players that take time. Heck, freaking Cameron Payne was here. We saw him suck. And here he absolutely sucked. No system. I don't care about none of that. He sucked. He got himself a nice little contract out in Phoenix. He's playing very well. Sometimes it takes time for players to become that. But I'm not going to bench a player that's worked his butt off and played well for us tonight. Ayo Dosunmu, 10 points. We can't even speak to a lot of the stats he had because he was doing it so much on the defensive end for the Bulls there. You saw him with, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 monster block. He rose up and timed that mug perfectly, snatching that one away from Thomas. 1 turnover. That's not a regular rookie. And I would rather see you come into this game defensively strong. And Ayo helps you come into this game defensively strong. 100%. Let's look ahead at this next game, man. Dog, I can't, man. That was a game right there, man. We got the Denver Nuggets coming to Chicago for the next game, man. Bulls back home versus Denver. You got the game of the Nicholas. Nikola Jokic versus Nikola Vucevic. I don't know if we've seen a game where they've matched up yet. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Vooch has been hurt every time they've matched up here in Chicago. Because last year, I believe Vooch was out and Zach played, and it came down to like a last-second thing. Actually, yeah, I know it came down to the last second, so because it was like a bacon wrap to end the game. He threw it up, and it was a lay, easy lay. It was freaky. Real freaky, dog. I remember that. That's crazy. That's real crazy. But it's the game of the Nicholas, man. Nikola Vucevic versus Nikola Jokic. Right now, Jokic adding on to his MVP season with another candidacy for an MVP season. He's got 25 points, 13.8. I'm giving you 14 rebounds on that, dog. About 25 points, 14 rebounds a game, 6.4 assists a game, 1 steal, 0.8 blocks, going up against our top performer in Zach LaVine, who's at 25 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 3.8 assists. Like, to me, it's that this is a game that the Bulls can win. Like, you know what's crazy? Like, somebody had called in a while ago, right? Or maybe a few games ago. Maybe it was the last game, honestly. I think it was the last game, actually, versus the Knicks, and said, how do you think the Bulls are going to do over their next 10 games? And we listed off the 10 games, and I really believe, and I said this then, and like the video if you agree, I really believe the Bulls could go 10-0. And he asked this, he asked this during the Hornets game. And it was talking about the Knicks. I said, go back and check it. I said the Bulls would sweep New York. They swept the Knicks, or they beat the Knicks, beat the Nets. They got the Nuggets at home. They can win that. Then we go out to Cleveland on the 8th. They can win that. They should win that. Then it's the 11th in Miami. I think the Bulls are going to want revenge. I think they can win that. Pistons are... Raptors are in a little bit of flux right now, struggling, going the wrong direction. They can win that. Lakers come here. Rockets come here. Raptors come here. Pacers come here. Bulls have a favorable schedule based on the talent we have. If we even being honest, let's talk about the teams we really think they could lose to. The Nuggets they could lose to. The Heat they could lose to. Lakers, Hawks. So you go 6-4 over your next 10. Like, you're really in that kind of situation moving forward here. If I'm going to predict it now, I mean, listen, Jokic is going to do what Jokic does. I hope Vucevic is able to come out and kind of contain that. It's going to have to be a big day for him. To me, you leave Vooch one-on-one with Jokic. You leave Vooch one-on-one with Jokic, you try to shut down what everybody else does. They're going through some injury problems over there on their side as well. You take that challenge on. You let them play one-on-one to me. You let them play one-on-one to me. And if you let them play one-on-one, I think the Bulls come out with a dub. 259 people in here, 100 likes. Big love, man. The Heat are missing Bam. I forgot about that. If you really look at it like that, like, to me, the Bulls are in a great situation for this month. And they've gotten their butts kicked by the dregs of the Eastern Conference, and it looks like, and the Western Conference, and it looks like it put them in the right gear and the right mindset, the right frame of mind. Wow, I just had a stroke there. Y'all saw that? Right now, you're doing everything right. Billy Donovan's coach of the month. Zach LaVine's playing out of his mind. DeMar DeRozan is a monster MVP candidate in the fourth quarter. Nikola Vucevic is getting his game together. He had a struggle game tonight, but I think that's just a matchup, and they really didn't go to him as much. Chicago, your team is looking up. Your team is looking up. Jeffrey, shut up. I see what you said. I basically had a stroke. I love the direction this team is going. I love what they're doing, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this going. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us as always, man. Y'all know how we do. If y'all ain't hit that like button, if y'all ain't subscribed, man, it's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. I don't know what y'all doing. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Bulls got the dub over the Brooklyn Nets, 111-107. Ayo, Chicago. We got us a team, man. And if you see them Bulls in your front yard, just know we upstairs going hard. I done messed it up. Bing bong. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again, man. Yo, Chicago, y'all stay safe out there. Peace.